All right, folks, we're here working on the Vanity, the double Vanity, and getting all the parts ready for assembly. I've made the sides here, and those are the stub legs, and this is the back. So there's three separate areas here, and of course these two 3-inch rails are the main rear alignment and support. This frame right here is for the front between the doors and the drawers. So we're going to be trimming these up and getting them ready for assembly. It's going to be warm today, but it's not going to be as warm as Tuesday is predicted to be 100 degrees. So it's going to get warmer and warmer, so I'm trying to get the Vanity stuff done before it's too hot to do out here, because when it's hot out here, I can be tiling inside. Anyway, that's where we're at. Hello, folks. So today we're going to continue working on the carcass of the Vanity. I know I haven't been recording much of this, but it's just so nerve-wracking when you're gluing the thing together. I just want to get it together and not bother with trying to video it. The process is just chaos. Clamps flying everywhere, glue dripping, and parts falling on the ground, and it's just a mess. So let me spin you around and show you what I've been doing so far. All right, so we've preparing to do the drawer slides here. So these are the parts. These are loose. This frame here, I glued together. It's loose in the carcass, but I glued it together, and it'll form, in this case, the left side of the rails that hold up the drawer slides. This frame will eventually be glued in, but and these will be screwed in, and these will be glued in some form of nailing or screwing. But slides, of course, will also go here, and then also up in the middle. So I got to make these today. Same over here. So once I get these pieces cut, I can drill the holes in for the slides and then fasten them into the carcass and then paint, prime the inside. I've already primed part of the carcass. Yesterday, I made these ports for the plumbing. The point of this is so that you can remove the cabinet from the wall without destroying it, because obviously the plumbing can't move. Plus, you're going to have valves on the plumbing and a connector that the P-trap goes into in the drain. So this is meant to be completely removable. There's two pieces to this. So there's a line here that joins. So basically, these two pieces come out and but provide a clean face for the back of the cabinet. Obviously, you're not going to pay attention to that much because the cabinet's going to be full of junk. But anyway, just in case I need to do any plumbing rework or whatever in the back, I want to be able to get the cabinet away from the wall without destroying it, which was not the case with the previous cabinet. Now the rear looks like this. And so, yeah, it's coming along. Today I'll try to cut pieces for the drawers and maybe nail and glue them together. And I'm just really itching to get this bathroom done. Cheers. All right, folks. So what I made here was a common technique where people want to make consistent measurements. So I made what they call a story stick. So, for example, this would rest on the bottom of the inside of the cabinet. And then this is the first rail and where the slide is. In this case, the slide is 1/4 inch above the floor. And then the second drawer is marked, and the third drawer, and the fourth drawer, and then, of course, also the inside of the middle drawer. And this is the top rail. So what I do, this frame here, I put inside the cabinet, glued it and clamped it together, so I know that this conforms to the inside of the frame, or inside of the cabinet. Then I take my story stick and I mark where each of these intermediate slides go. And these are the marks that I'll line up these pieces with while I glue and nail them into place. That way I know that all the slides are parallel to each other. And that gives me confidence that I can secure them very securely and not have to break them apart. If they're wrong, they're all wrong the same, and I would just change the size of the drawers. That's all. So now here I'll put some glue on the joints. Doesn't really matter how much glue I put on in terms of being too much or too little. I know these parts fit in the frame or in the carcass. And I'll just put in one nail to tack it in. Give it a pivot point. I hadn't used a brad nailer at all up until about a couple of years ago when I was doing a year ago, I guess, when I was doing the basement. And I've become a fan. So now I can these are 3/4 inch nails going into plywood that's a hair less than half an inch. I'm also bringing this vertical rail out to meet the ends of these rails because I know the rails fit. Now, just finish off these guys. Nailing the stuff I glued yesterday, just for the heck of it. And that ain't going nowhere. All right, got all the rails in. They are lightly glued in just 3 places, and then there's just 5 basically finished nails holding them in. And everything seems to fit pretty well. Next step is to prime.